Just collecting some freebies here on my alt. What freebies? Teleport tickets. It saves some ping pong. Not to be confused with ping pong. And I guess that's all we had to do. So I'm relogging. But yes, basically I resubbed recently, a few days ago, but I didn't quite... Oh, this part is fun. There's a little bit of Miserlu in there. So yeah, I wanted to see what my new model looked like, or model upgrade. It's not quite a new model. The answer is mostly good for some alts. The main character looks more tired than ever. I'm not that big a fan of some details, but maybe we can avoid the details that don't matter, like his face. Once we got proper bodies again. I haven't bothered to replace the skin. Not that I ever would, it's against TOS after all. I have, however, kind of increased the size of my guy again. Me and the only man that can rival me. In any event, I think that will do. Let's get started. So, what kind of stream is this gonna be? Well, first of all, I still got more goodies to collect from my time on Twitch, and you can collect those goodies too. Isn't that nice? By just leaving the stream on in the background, I suppose. Maybe that's exactly what you're here for. I cannot disagree. It's what I've done in the last few days. Just watching random low viewer channels with a guy talking usually. And that's all. Wait a second, that's not mine. I don't have this one on this account. How did I get that one? Did I have this one all along in my guy? Demon box? I thought it was on another account. Huh. Is this the wedding? Is this the red wedding giveaway? Anyway, sorry about the fog. That's my musk. Was covering the screen. Frame rate is not the best, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I also fear. I'm afraid I also know why. Disgusting. What the fuck is this? Ugh! It's gonna get me banned. No. No. These things are rightfully banned from Final Fantasy XIV male mod Discord. Rightfully. Horrible. Still surprised that I have a demon box. My characters went through several identity shifts, so sometimes I don't even know which character did what in the past and got what random event goodies. One went to a wedding, and I really thought it was, this is the wedding gift. I'm gonna check it in a moment. But it could have been this guy. Could have been this guy, look at him. This is how I know him. Nodding at a Moogle, at the male Moogle. Just AFK. We got a chocorpokur whistle. It is mostly comprised of chocolate. I was gonna assume it just looks like it, because it will not live a long life. Fat Choco Choco is short for either Fat Chocobo Chocolate or Fat Chocolate Chocobo. No one quite remembers which. It is widely accepted that those who eat these cookies face first rather than palm first are monsters. No? I actually struggle sometimes to eat cute things because of that, but I actually eat the head first. I have too much empathy as long as they have a head, so I just get rid of that first. Otherwise, if you put someone in a meat grinder from their feet and then up, that's more cruel. And I'm the meat grinder. But I got it all wrong. Is this account white? I suppose it's not account wide because they don't have account wide mounts. What the hell is this? How do I get a chestnut weapon coffer? Oh, that's because Endwalker stuff. Level of that. Oh. Where did that come from? I'm fresh out of what? Did I use a skip? I think I used 2 skips on this character. One to skip up to oh fuck, what was it? I skipped ARR. And then by the time I got to Shadowbringers, I think I used another skip because I just played Shadowbringers on an halt. Something like that, at least. So that may be why I have some gear that brings me up to speed for the Endwalker expansion. I will not be buying the next one. I should have said I'm not. I'm Bubbles on Twitch. This person is on Twitch right now. If you want to see suspicious, dodgy characters dance around in underwear, whatever they're dancing around, I'd say it's. You can go to their channel. God, they dress like skanks. Hard to say it. I hate to say it, I hate to observe it even more. So we got that whistle for just one character after all those hours that I've been AFKing through people's streams. I'm very curious if people are gonna AFK for me. Guys, there are now apparently more scams. Ways to spend money on Twitch. You can gigantify an emote for money. It means you can gigantify, for instance, my emote. Let's see what we got in terms of emotes. I don't want to make this too slow and boring, but I've not been here for a while. And I'm interested in some things that have changed behind my back. I think it was there already last time, I just didn't look into it. Let's say you want to gigantify me like I'm a fucking Pokemon. This one emote. You should subscribe and throw me bits. And it costs more to get subscribed. It costs more to be subscribed unless you got your Prime sub, which is free. And you should use probably. Not Amida, not someone else. Like, you know, makes them feel good. Makes them feel appreciated. No, I can still see all my emotes. That's good. Still see my 7TV, Leeby DB, Giga Leon, and the ones I uploaded, Semi and Party Horse. Semi. Ching. There he is. That's still working as intended. So this is a live stream. You might think that goes without saying. Not on this one. Not on this channel. I like to do a lot of pre-recorded content that's a bit faster paced and gets this little drivel cropped. And then I replace it with drivel with chat. With live interaction and banter when when people are available for that. But because this is live, I'm just gonna treat it as a more chill sort of event. Instead of something that I want to keep going fast. I want to address all the topics. We'll just be playing the previous expansion. Not sure how much of it, but I'm subscribed now, so I might as well. And I got new hair because I didn't like the black hair. It turned gray with the model updates. I will definitely not be making my way through. That was a huge mistake on this bot's part. Anyway, I set something as a favorite destination. All right, I need to enable 2FA. I'll do that right after this. I'm a little bit out of it. All right, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, Dawntrail is definitely not gonna be on my wish list. Mostly because I only play MSQ stuff. And then for the rest I pose. And I'm not very impressed with the MSQ and Dawntrail. I'm already not very impressed with the MSQ and Endwalker, but I can still suffer it. I mean, in hindsight, this is a masterpiece, probably. Because the previous one got so much worse. But the next one gets so much worse. Right. Something I've noticed from other streamers playing this game. In my bracket of viewers. They never had much meta commentary. If at all. Most are just there silently playing. Didn't watch those channels, try to fill those out, but you don't know in advance all the time. Someone was talking, I lingered, but usually they talked more about... they were just reading the dialogue and that's it. And that's fine, that's valid if you just want to... Yeah. But I'm here to add my 2 cents, and money stinks. Because it's washed in urine, like in Roman times on this channel. I still don't know who this Pikachu character is. And trust me, I've played a lot of MSQ. You know, Nightbot is kind of wrong there. Talking about how it helps boost my visibility. It's appreciated. I don't know if it helps boost my visibility. Unless it's actually like big numbers. But you know what? You know what? It depends on the game. For a game like this, it doesn't matter. You're fucked one way or another. I've seen how many channels that are streaming this. Good thing is, I actually don't care. I'm really fine with the quiet comeback stream. I've been very sociable recent weeks. And I'm fucking tired of that. Fucking had it with that. You know what I mean? I just need to detox from the existence of other people. But that said, I do hope that if people are in Twitch, it will be a different vibe. A slightly different vibe. I would assume, because if it was the same vibe, it would be against TOS. The same vibe as my usual socialization. Mostly talking about my servers. Wait, someone is saying that they're here listening to me. Oh, I see someone, like, talking about that. I like, in relation to that comment, thank you for listening in. Very nice. I like being a bit of a chill radio show. I'm not always this grumpy. Just need to warm up a little bit. Also, it's Final Fantasy 14. It is the game I play to be grumpy about a little bit. Where no one else dares to be grumpy, I bravely grump my way forward. Now, I would like to recap. Should I do that? What I've done in this expansion so far. I think I could show it. I rage quit last time after one quest. I arrived here and there was a Karen Lalafell being one of those little toddlers that are supposedly adults. Hey, I know real people like that. I just realized that. I know real people that are adults and they present themselves as toddlers. I left a server like that recently. Maybe that's why I'm so allergic to them. Crow is some kind of Pikachu creature that is fine amongst their kind, amongst Lalafell kind. But I was talking about, but most of them are insufferable. This was a Karen. It had a Karen haircut. And I've saved the world from several calamities, and I ended a war by defeating an evil empire, more or less. Dealing a crippling blow to it. And all that. And also I killed a dragon somewhere. So, I've done a lot of badass shit. And I arrive here, in this town, called Old Sharlayan. And I don't know. It's, I think, a scholar town. And this Karen receptionist cunt sizes me up and is like very skeptical of me, and I just felt judged by a tiny foolish little thing without the means to retaliate that I would normally resort to in such a case. So because of that agency being taken from me, I got very angry, because I don't like that sort of writing where they put me in a position to be bitched at for no good reason, other than that maybe the writer thought it was funny. And then I tore it to the ground. I razed it to the ground, and I haven't indeed continued since. But I think that, I mean, I made an extra stinking drama out of it, obviously. Play this shit up, yeah? Even so, I stuck by it for all this time, ever since last time, which was maybe in October last year, so I think it's about long enough. I would say that's long enough for me to be allowed a return after slamming the door and slamming my desk and wishing Yoshi P to hell. Fuck knows. I don't know what I did. I actually clipped it because I thought it was funny, but then I realized that it probably made me look insane. I removed the clip. but also because the game just at the time was still more beloved. They didn't fuck up so much yet. Well, they fucked up in my book, but not everyone was on board with that yet. Now I feel like it would be more acceptable to rage quit over a Karen Lalafell. People are more critical of the game, rightfully, after Dawn Trail. But at the time I was like, maybe this was a bit too much. Maybe people don't get that. Because it was half for show, it was half genuine irritation. Like a lot of irritations that were just concentrated in that moment of irritations with the writing. But that's what happened last time. So we did one quest of Endwalker, which is now the second to last expansion. At the time it was the current one. And that was it. That was all. I got infuriated in the first quest. Now let's have a little flashback at least to another moment. See if I can add a media source here. Let's see if I can add a file. No, not that. Not that. Excuse me. Has to be a VLC media source. Otherwise I don't get a playlist. We'll continue the actual MSQ soon. I just like this music. Credit where it's due. I love it. And I wanted to recap some of my rage. Or at least, I think this was before it. Like, I started slipping already. Sanity started slipping away. Wait, where did I actually keep my clips again? Oh, right. I don't think that was my peak content era either. I think my peak content era was like early this year. A little bit before I stopped streaming was also really good. Last month before I stopped streaming was a really good era. I get distracted, sorry. Let's see if I can see it. I'm looking for a clip from last time. I didn't know about this creepy ass scene where she just shows up like a ship ghost in the middle of the night. Like the ghosts on the Terranigma ship when you sail to America, just random ghosts. Why now, girl? Why now, sis?
Swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
I'm not sure if you guys could hear that.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these.
And yet she's here in like a proper hologram and everything, instead of just a talking crystal.
Even bereft of my guidance,
you're still standing here, bereft of my guidance. You're standing here in your pajamas and everything.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine.
Nah. I'm buying that.
Wheels shudder and turn.
I'm buying that.
Looms.
That doesn't sound possible.
Which will decide the fate of the.
I just want to sleep. I want to behold the land of dreams. The fucking goddess of the planet, basically. Dreams. Dumping some lore. I was going like, no, I'm not buying that. It's not impactful, deep dialogue, I guess, unless you use the word. I got a bridge to sell you if you believe that.
Oh, what a.
The actual rage quit was less cute. Let's see if it was quite mental.
Champion of Eorzea, bitch.
I'm the champion of Eorzea. Alright, so this was the moment where I said, hey, I'm registering my character and I'm actually champion of Eorzea. I actually want to silence the music in my ear for a bit. I know it's silence for you guys, but it's driving me insane. Here we go.
Champion over yours, you bitch. Also notorious
And it is a title well earned.
story
I can
skipper.
assure you.
Yeah, here. He backs me up and everything.
Nobody asked you. You don't have any credits.
That's Karen.
By trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title.
That's not on me, that's the writer's fault.
I take it. Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry.
Don't give me your fucking lip, you dumb cunt. Fuck off. Don't talk down to me. You fucking this tiny, you cunt. Fucking F. Fuck off. I'm not putting up with that. Champion. I fucking saved the world like 5 times over. Champion. Fuck, that pisses me off. Fuck that bitch. Go ride a spiked dildo. Champion over yours?
I don't know. I think go ride a spike dick or something. Oh yeah, that was the last time. It's just a recap, you know? It went on for a while, by the way. It went on. It got more unhinged. It got more unhinged. Just stopped about short of death threats. Okay, maybe it was pretty funny. But at the time, I was very self-conscious about leaving up things that were too controversial. And anything negative said about this game feels like it's controversial. Someone is chatting with me in the Discord server. Hold on. You guys are talking in the Discord server. Well, I guess I need to keep my phone with me then. It suits me fine. It suits me fine. Didn't know you guys were commenting on the random shit I'm saying here. I feel disgust. I feel like I'm on TV, not on Twitch. I feel like I'm on TV and people are on Twitter tweeting about me. I will say mostly it's me having a lot of issues and really dwelling on issues that I have with this game. Really love that. But hey, look, I can make my character tall as fuck. On top of him already being tall, I can make him tall as fuck. So what else can I say? It's always good. And look, I got nice shoes. So that's why I keep returning. I really need some kind of reshade again. This is so gray. Right. Old Sharlayan is here. Let's see what they have to say this time. Let's just watch cutscenes. How other streamers do this. They fill up like 10 hours a day like that. The game is the content. How dare they? How dare they stream a game and actually show the game instead of talking over it like I do for 2 hours? I'm gonna check the Discord. People are talking about. I can see what they say about me on Twitter. Oh, it's not voiced? Nice to have viewers, by the way. Get attention. Where are the voices? Did I disable them? We may not be welcome at level your state. Why not? Why not? Are those not your parents? There is no particular place that my kin call home. Would not pass up the opportunity. He doesn't have a home? He's a street cat? This is my problem, miss out on parts. And then I just pick and choose the lore sometimes. When I'm streaming, at least. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. I'm not gonna do the voice acting for that at that speed. What am I, rapper? Oh, it's on auto. Oh, that's the problem. Disable auto advance. Yeah, I was like, that went at some really neck-breaking speeds there. If I need to actually read this for you guys, I cannot take a fucking break. Let's see what they say about me on Twitter. You don't have your Twitch verify yet. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Streaming for 30 minutes already. You know what? I can take out the security for a bit, because there might be new viewers from my stream Discord, for fuck's sake. Let's do that. Look how nicely we pause here, so we can actually take the time for all the babble and tripe and nonsense and the pish posh tallywash. If you guys actually have Final Fantasy XIV, you can earn codes that you can use to get a mount. How's that? Oh no, not the bot that was banned also DMing me. What is the point of that? Right, so let me see. Security something. I want to lower the barrier of entry for chatting for this occasion. But where do I do this again? It might be as a community subscription settings, channel moderation probably. It doesn't matter, because still got a fucking bot. Like, I have all these verification things here. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna troubleshoot a bit. Chatters without a verified phone number must have an account older than 1 month. Huh? I think this is the issue. While turning off phone number verification, first-time chatters must have a verified email. Let's turn email verification off for now. Then as well, so I think everyone can chat if they have a Twitch account, including all my favorite bots. But that's fine, they'll get banned instantly anyway, and they chat anyway, they find ways around this. The one that just got banned for spamming instantly, apparently has been on Twitch for longer than a month. Spamming away. Got away unreported. Actually, let's report it. It ends here. Let's report it for terrorism, I guess, because it's terrorizing my stream with nonsense. Spam, scams, or bots. Can you give us more information? Spam or scam, I suppose. How am I to know? Sends and DMs links. Suspicious links unprompted. Spam sends me. Okay, why do we even need to type that? Truthful information. Already blocked by my bot. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually do something now, right? Now I'm getting hungry. Maybe I should take a long break, like 2 hours, while we stare at Estinians. Pout. Perma pout. So, we got our Saiyan friends here. An Estinian who's not quite a Saiyan. He's just there to beat shit up and then fuck off again. Basically, Estinian is the character we all want to be, but don't get to be or don't get to play as. He's a free spirit. And we are the champion, quote unquote, of Eorzea. So we got actual duties. Welcome to the stream. I hope that it won't be necessary now to check the other chat. I will sometimes check in case Ivan says something, but I'm not sure if he's here. I assume this is unnoticed. Very good. Anything happening in the server that needs my attention, though? Yeah, it's a bit of a different vibe on here. Not that different. It's more like there are some Crowcom vibes, I guess. That part of it I do try to take with me wherever I do go. Wherever the wind takes me. Beep Pikachu! I translated it. Beep Pika Pika. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? I object against using the name Raha without the G in front of it. You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Yeah, this guy was in another dimension for maybe several hundred years or 100 years or something like that. I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind his young appearance. Crystal Tower magic. Maybe we should revisit some older expansions and alts at some point. We got 2 years of Dawn Trail that I will be ignoring. So we can always go back in time and fill in some blanks and things that I forgot about. But he recently came back with us from another, not another timeline, just an alternate universe kind of thing, alternate world kind of thing. Of course, if you will have me. No voice out. Don't strain your neck, little cat. He's about the size of a cat now. Come, Zacharias, Sharlayan awaits. He's my biggest simp in this game. I can accept that. He is. I made him a little bit bigger than normally. So we got our wedding box here. I'm pretty sure that he went to the wedding, which means that this was once an aura. That's the guy that I went to a wedding with. So the voices are on. At 69% volume even. Interesting. No, I want to keep the music, dumbasses. See, his name is Graha, not... Why would you exclude a part of his first name? That's like calling me Ek. Shut up, Zach. After you, my friend. I'm more content to follow your lead. Keeping at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Oh, am I a tour guide now? Yeah, the questing is not that interesting. It's, we're here for the beloved characters. Beep beep Pikachu. The last stand will be the first stop. How entertaining, how droll. Right. They're doing a party member thing. We're not getting into proper JRPG territory here with this MMO. Is this just dialogue ring or the actual destination? Well, it's just dialogue. I'm gonna run out of patience for this sort of stuff, but like I said, we got 2 years of an old expansion. I'm grateful to have Krau's help in reacquainting myself with this place. It's almost as if I'm seeing it all with new eyes, as you are. Just how much brain fog does he have? Kind of... It was like post Shadowbringers. It was patch content that we came back to this realm with him. That's not the part that I pay the most attention to. That's usually the part that I rush through. So some details about how his memory works are lost. Okay, cargo unloaded. I'm only reading some interesting bits. I'm not gonna read every bit of dialogue. Large quantities of books and samples are imported here. Well, okay, I think we got the idea of how this works. Did I already attune to this Aetheroid? This is a warp point. Nope. Say my avatar is huge enough? We do more. How do we do this again? There have been some changes to it. I've recently used this. What? Let's see. A preview on... This is not a character I'm logged in as. How do I do this? I wouldn't even know. Maybe root editing on. Oh yes, that's exactly what I needed. I guess. Scale. Oh. How do I edit that? The preview character was not found. This is the preview character. So the character was the problem. Am I disproportional now? Let's see what else happens if I do this. Because there are more values. I don't know if this matters. Just save it. I made him a little bigger. It's visually more interesting for a stream, isn't it? Unfortunately, his muscles are missing in action. He was a bit more defined, but it will come back, no doubt. Because I'm not gonna let him walk around looking like a Ken doll. Right. Let's at least finish one quest. Or attempt to. I don't even know if this is the first quest or the second one. I have a feeling this is actually the first quest. So he's even bigger now, right? The jeans used to have a bulge, by the way. A giant statue. I have screenshots of my character being bigger than the statue. Maybe I'll share it in the server. The statue of Thaliak. As a student of Beldesian, I was usually quartered on the Isle of Vel. Why is he quartered? What did he do wrong? I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time. Are you sure that is what you were gazing on? Oh. Talk. Oh, that's just talking. The Thalic Stoa. So named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. They prize accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thalic was a patron deity. Name drop. Channel mentioned. We may have honored him with a capital H with a rather impressive sculpture, but faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. The Ishgardians are fucking zealots. It's true. We'll revisit Heavensward one day, because I promise, my friends. I promise, because that is my favorite expansion for no particular reason other than that. It's nice and dreary and looks Eastern European or something. It's like something weird about it. Something European about it. Which is the same thing. We can do and worship the divinities of their choosing. Good, start with me. Start today. Why stop at that knowledge, not follow up on it? Make use of your liberties. And as my first decree as your new deity, I say, let's get rid of Karen, the receptionist. Alright, so where is the last stand? Because now I'm done with talking about statues and shit. Journey's end. But you guys see anything that I'm overlooking here? So what is the last stand exactly? Normally there's a red circle somewhere to indicate where I need to go. Oh, there's a very tiny circle. Not much place to stand. Although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. Yes, you must not cheapen the food. The food it's bland. No, it's not. You just have to respect it for what it is. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste distance second. Words after my own heart. As a representative of Mrs. Crowcomb's benevolent kitchen. There was one pupil, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer. He quit his lessons, poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. The sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan. Alright. Yeah, it's a bastion. I was wondering, why did I say bastion instead of Bastille? Because of the word bastion. It's the French that got it wrong. It's something that happened in the server the other day. I had to be corrected when I say Bastille instead of Bastille. A million spices at... I guess they do want to judge us here. This is subtle criticism, isn't it? Because this is a very western town. Oh god. Or maybe it's not. Maybe they're actually doing a McDonald's there. I mean, doesn't that make it more western? I seem to recall that burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. How do you like the plot so far, guys? Talking about giant statues and burgers. Do you see how this game just goes on forever? If you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient. But surely Totaro has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. This guy is ancient as fuck. He's still like, burgers. He's still like Happy Meal. Obsessed. That was very elucidating stuff. But it's all this introductory stuff, but yeah. The game's pacing, especially when I'm playing it and I'm actually reading things, is quite slow in most places. You can see how it easily gets too much when what is happening is poorly thought out or poorly written. This is still like it is a lot of extra information and a lot of TMI. But if you actually relax and you take the time for it, it's not like necessarily completely boring, I guess. But it does have places with weak writing where it just is a little insufferable sometimes. An unusual shape, isn't it? It's a perfectly functioning aetheryte. I already did that. I already attuned to it. I went back to the desert, my hometown, and back in a single teleport. It stands at the forefront of teleportation technology? What do you mean? You teleport everywhere. Teleport shit everywhere. Deciphering the underlying principles of elegant aetherites allows to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. Did they make all the aetherites? Or is it just a random claim? Like, oh, we're so smart, we know so much more about this thing that we have everywhere in the world. It stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. Bitch, you just go from point A to B instantly. What is there to be at the forefront of? This is why her dialogue should just be summarized as Pikachu. It talks nonsense. It speaks in propaganda. It's about this place. I'm only gonna talk to you. Only gonna talk to the cat. Bookstalls. I'm the glop 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 glop, and I like books. We won't wait around for you, glop 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 glop. No books for you. Denied. I want to know what's there now. I want to know what other bit of pointless trivia awaits here. Oh, this is the confluence where they did research the teleportation. Those teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I tended to rely on the far cheaper ferry services. Are you gonna tell me that for them, the ferry is just as convenient as an aetherite? I mean, I get it's for us, because the ferry is instant as well for a gamer, but lore-wise... Scions are reimbursed for transportation costs as part of our duties. I'm not, though. I'm not. He doesn't like getting the tax returns. Maybe that's what I do wrong, too. Remember the way here. Like, fuck, I will. Got a map. So I won't be remembering anything. Add to the Agora. Maybe I shouldn't push it too much. Maybe I shouldn't go this slow. It's reaching ASMR stream territory. But let me know. At least you have a lot of hours of this game soon. You want the mount out of it. And I won't even be out of Sharlayan, and you already have your Chokor Pukur mount. Rob. No, I need to talk to this. No, this is boring. It's just saying it's the market and they sell stuff here. Sorry. Not reading that up. My nightingale-like voice shall be spared. Go straight to the next destination. No, wait, there's some dots. After this, I'll be having some dinner for my afternoon. But I will have a new fresh VOD to play for you guys in the meantime. So you will not be bored. That is in order. And you will stay and you will be happy. This is the Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. Water represents more than life-sustaining liquid. It's a reminder of the Great Flood, which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thalic's divine Euler. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Subscribe to get rid of that. I'm just gonna give people that are new to Twitch a little tutorial. Let me see. Yeah, I'm doing this thing. Doing the streamer thing. So an abundance of fountains. Something about the flood at the start of the nation. Which is interesting. Usually you'd think that would be the end of it. Precipitated. Okay. There's a lot of water in the city because we like water. And we're thirsty bitches. What about you? Raha. These little decorative features are typical of Sharlayan architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Vel were rather simple and rustic by comparison. We're not actually visiting the Isle of Vel, are we? I assume that the next stop we need to actually make will be up here. Rostra. The name refers to what? The original public platform erected here. The name refers to the original blah, blah, blah. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duty of its members remain largely unchanged. Oh, I missed the part about elected representatives deliver orations and debate policy. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. The first being the other world that he's spent some 100 years in. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the final settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. Raoul says, I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councilors would object to you simply enjoying a view. Okay. It looks nice. Look what a nice view we got here, guys. No first person camera. I do like the hair color I picked at least. Better than the gray and black that I got. Not that I mind gray and black, it's just not the color I had. Out of protest, naturally. I had to get rid of it. Anything said in chat in the server? No. But some stuff was said, but nothing that involved me. It's just chatter. We got enough of that here right now. Head to Journey's End. That would be this area. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Sharlayan society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander these streets on a whim. Oh, this is where the Oddly Ends is located. Got it. We arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where history tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Arkanumkrep built their first homes. Jesus Christ. This was where those... Don't talk like that. This was where those... Nobody talks like that. The residential districts were the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. You see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to the Braybrooks. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Those are the parents of our friends. What's wrong with it? The Leveilleurs are the signs that we've been traveling with. Why would they not want us there? What have we done to this island that we got Karens breathing down our neck? 5-inch tall Karens. And the Braybrooks hate us, but don't want to see us or whatever. Let's head to the Beldesian Annex. That is the inn of this town. I think that is going to be the final destination of this tour. But first, let's... Why is it snowing? It's July, for fuck's sake. Actually wouldn't know what day it is in the Eorzean time. I see the time. 4:45 in Eorzea. The Majora's Mask as time progression. Now. Oh, wait a second. There's another asteroid I want to unlock now that I'm here anyway. Yeah, I too like to sit outside on a park bench in the snow. With my V-neck and back. Occasionally, I do so get immersed in a good book, I don't notice that. Sitting in the fucking snow. This is now a Christmas special. I hope that's everything. And now we're heading to the other side of town. Because I have to be accompanied by these guys, I cannot use my teleport that I unlocked in my own time. To get here? Sorry, no, it's here. It's fine. Not that far, I guess. Stick to the path, be careful not to end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza. Sharlayan is full of educational and research institutions. There are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. This is more Ishgard weather, by the way. Welcome back. You missed a lovely tour of this side of town. East side. Very posh neighborhood. There wasn't much there though. Basically just learned that some people here feel too good for us. I don't think there are slums here. Just a bunch of monuments. This little town is all just pillars and estates and universities. The other side of town was just even more posh. As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Beldesian Annex. Let me look at the face. A real center of culture and learning, yes! And how interesting that is, isn't it? It's just so fun. It's like not just going to a museum, but having a whole city of musea and being like, here's a museum, and there is a museum, and this is a museum too. And there's a school, and you can learn things in there. If you continue up the hill, you arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon. Excuse me, that he's standing right in front of you. At least they had the decency not to make me walk all the way to that side of town. I already did this on my own, by the way. Another potato. Nice to see you again, says the innkeeper. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Zacharias. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Why couldn't we get this reception the first time? I don't fit in a cutscene. Ojika Tsunjika! It has been an age. Yeah, she turned gray. Administration officer for the students of Beldesian. He oversees the... It's a guy. Plot twist. He oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. The champion of Eorzea. Don't give me those quotation marks too much. That's dangerous territory for Potato. But I guess he... Oh, wait a second. No, it's fine. They're just quoting the reports. The champion of Eorzea has featured prominently in Crown Graha's reports, so for me, this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. Yes! The gays get it. Karen was just being a homophobe. The gay Potato gets it. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. It truly is. Especially since it's not just the hero of Eorzea, but the hero of Eorzea played by Didi Bro on Twitch. There's a double layer of epicness and heroism. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Vel served as our main headquarters, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities... Okay. But it's no longer about me. And the anus there was built to provide logics for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Isle, vanished, the Annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. Developers couldn't be fucked with decorating it. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we'll see the students rise again. Really? I don't think that's a plot line that Yoshi P cares particularly much about. But first we must ensure that the Telophoroi fall. That was like a faction in the Empire that took over after it was defeated and the Emperor was killed by bad guys that are even worse than him. Something like that. Do not pay attention to a lot of the post-main story stuff in expansions, like I said before. The Telophoroi were introduced post-Stormblood. It's very slow paced, so it's easy to miss out on details that are gonna matter somewhat. I still remember some bits. It's been a long time as well. It's a very, very long game, and I don't have a lot of time to play this in one go. It's spread out across several years. I think the Telophoroi were the ones that overthrew the Emperor. And they're now out to destroy the world. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall. We can discuss our options going forward. I'm getting really tingly from low blood sugar. So for the next part, you guys are not talking about me in the chat. You guys are discussing being a software engineer. How dare you? That's not dialogue options that I shall read out loud. I mean, not in Twitch, but in the server. Right, we're gonna rest. If there's gonna be a food scene that I need to sit through while I'm actually hungry, I'm gonna do this. Ah, the nap room's perfect for an afternoon doze. He is so cute. He is so real for that, and cute. He likes napping and food like a real cat. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. Can we just get to it? It was simply... I thought we steal a few twinks. So they what is the Audron? The Endron? What the? They slipped into the Endron just to steal a few wings. Okay. He's so cute. Yes, the cats definitely bring out my softer side. I'm really vulnerable for that sort of thing. Oh, he's so cute. You know what? You know what? Irony aside, I like the cat boys in general. Overall. I will not pretend to be stonier of heart than I am. Even though I have some humanity in me. So, they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Just like a real cat, for real. They also like naps, and they like to nap for long. So cute. That said, if I'm being played, I'm gonna make fun of it if they're trying to play on my feelings here. Ojikatsunchika says, say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Elephant Mario is the best Mario. Get that fetish talk out of my chat. Don't do feeder Mario here. Speak with Crown in the main hall. Let's just enter the main hall and hope she doesn't start speaking automatically. Hold on, wait a second. Is there gonna be a cutscene? Or can we just get this done with? Of course, it's a cutscene. Guys, starving here.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
At least they're talking themselves. Pray.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now. Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Only now.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
I'm so hungry. Can it involve eating first? How long is this cutscene? Guys, I'm starving. I think I'm gonna stop in the middle of this. Is that okay? I mean, we're now getting some serious plot stuff and all that. I kind of want to take it in. I don't want to just skip through it fast because I'm hungry. Let's just go do that. Pikachu. We'll see you later, Pikachu. Pikachu, go back in your Pokeball. I don't care if you're not caught. You never wanted to go in your Pokeball. I'm just gonna take you in my hand and crunch you into the shape of a ball, and you'll be stuck inside a sphere. Around the side sphere. Until I'm back from dinner. Then you may continue talking. Right. But it won't be boring for you guys, because I do have other stuff. I have content here. Let's see.